or it helps those that help themselves, right? That help themselves, that take action if they want to achieve a specific goal. If you want your child to swim and you want your child to be safe around the water, then you need to take them to learn how to swim or teach them yourself, whatever
So
that looks like
it's
for your
just
child.
about using your brains to figure out that if you're sick, you drink malaria. If you don't want to have, you drink anti-malaria medications out here in Nigeria. If you don't want to have malaria, you protect yourself from the mosquito bites. And protecting yourself from the mosquito bites is protecting yourself from drowning, which is the common sense that you have to be able to prepare yourself so that nothing happens to your child.
If your child already has some fear, you absolutely cannot wait. You have to tackle it right now. And you just start with small bits of exposure with love, and you bring them in the water and you carry them around. Because once your child is comfortable in the pool and is comfortable going underwater, not swimming, I'm not saying they need to learn how to swim, but they're just comfortable in the water and comfortable going under, bath time's going to be a breeze. No problem.
Yeah. And I also think that bathing with soap in the bathroom is completely different experience from being in the swimming pool. So perhaps it's the soap that goes into their eyes, necessarily water. So a child gets excited in water. So don't keep them away from the water. Bring them to the water so they can learn. And that way you're sure they're safe.
But you have to constantly expose the child to the water. You need to practice their skills, especially if they're a baby. You can't just teach a baby something and then never practice it again and then hope they retain that information. But, by the time they're 2 or 3 years old, that's not possible. So consistency is everything.
From swimming one day to all of you parents out there, we would say that's where you're lucky with us. Because when you come to us and you say to us, we're broke, we're not going to pray with you. We're going to say we're enrolling your child for free, but we're going to be paying, and you must bring your child every day. You cannot miss because then you'll be punished. So swimming one day is a blessing to African parents that are broke, that are scared, that really want the best for their children, but they don't know how to go about it. So as a charity, I have paid all of my life savings to make sure that this works for you guys. We're trying to make sure that the least of you, the most disabled, living with all sorts of disability, that would never ever get this kind of service before, that you get it. So this is not a time for you to ask questions. This is a time for you to do the talking. Convince us that you're broke, that you really want this for your child. And voila, your child will be enrolled and your child will become part of our program. So congratulations, you all.
So I'm gonna stand.